The year is 2032, and the United States hums like a power plant at dawn, steady, bright, and improbably quiet. After 10 straight quarters of triple-digit GDP gains, 200% last year alone, growth has gone from macroeconomic cliché to a smell in the air, like fresh asphalt after rain. Maya Khan pours coffee in her Boston apartment, while the countertop assistant, an apricot-sized hollow of an orca, runs a million-node supply chain model. It predicts that oat milk prices will dip 0.2 cents by 9 a.m. because autonomous cargo pods leaving Idaho are catching a Montana tailwind. The orca offers to delay Maya's grocery drone by 7 minutes to pocket the savings. She shrugs. The difference is literally pocket change. But in a country compounding at 200% a year, even pennies self-propagate like yeast. Outside, silence reigns. Freight arteries once clogged with diesel roar are ghost lanes for delivery bots. The real traffic is overhead, carbon-thin dirigibles training computer vision models on crop yields in real time, selling the data before the sun fully clears the horizon. Maya's job used to be actuarial science. Now she's a risk dramaturg, feeding improbable human stories, love, betrayal, stubborn hope, into the national scenario engine so its synthetic economists don't lose sight of why numbers exist. Her tools: a LLM co-writer, a generative VR stage, and a budget that refreshes every hour with the Treasury's latest surplus. When the engine flags a scenario, Detroit veterans refusing universal basic equity because it feels like charity, Maya and a cohort of empathy coders craft a counter-narrative. Within days, civic game platforms deploy it nationwide. Participation spikes, acceptance follows. In a hyper-scaled economy, social cohesion is a form of infrastructure, and Maya's stories are maintenance crews. Hypergrowth blurs once rigid urban hierarchies. New Orleans leases half its historic district to Santa Fe during monsoon season via volumetric teleport halls. School kids in both cities share hallways holographically. The PTA meetings are legendary. Every metropolis runs a municipal hedge fund, powered by AI traders who allocate local surpluses to global climate projects. When Phoenix's fund accidentally earns more in an afternoon than its annual budget, residents vote via instant referendum to cool sidewalks with geothermal piping. Construction bots break ground that night. Not everyone floats on this tide. In Appalachia's hollers, a subculture called the unclocked rejects AI identity credentials. They trade by voice and handshake, grow heirloom corn, and make music uncompressed by algorithms. Federal policy treats them like protected wetlands, rare zones where growth is measured not in dollars, but in the thrum of banjos at dusk. Maya visits on a research grant and shares moonshine around a fire. An elder tells her, "If everything accelerates, be the rest note." The phrase uploads into the scenario engine overnight, nudging national investment towards sabbatical programs, slower public parks, mandated analog hours. Back in Boston, as the skyline paints itself with adaptive LEDs reflecting real-time GDP ticks, Maya watches the numbers rise. Again, 200% growth used to sound like science fiction. Now it feels like standing on a beach, listening to the tide gallop in. Yet she recalls the rest note. She closes her eyes, lets the economic surf roar past, and holds still long enough to feel her own pulse. Steady, human, irreplaceably slow, beating beneath a nation that learned to sprint.